This segment of the Alice Stewart Show is brought to you by the Countertop Store, Central Arkansas's premier countertop authority. For custom fabrication and installation of granite, tile, laminate, copper, and more, the Countertop Store, 888-510-4773.
All right, welcome back to the Alice Stewart Show, 7:20 on a beautiful Thursday morning, and we are fast approaching September as many of you get ready for a fun Labor Day weekend. It's also time to start thinking about an important disease that affects many folks here in Arkansas and across the world, and that is prostate cancer. And September is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. Here to talk about that, I'm joined with Patrick Pressley. He is the Arkansas Prostate Cancer Foundation spokesman. Patrick, great to have you here.
Thank you, Alice. Thanks for having me. Great to be here with you guys.
And this is so important, and we think about so many things that are going on our schedule and our calendar. Of course, a lot of folks, this is election time, it's back to school time, and they get so focused on many things, but it's really important for a cause like yours to say, okay, September is the month we're going to set aside. And the mission of the Prostate Cancer Foundation is to increase awareness and encourage timely detection and support for treatment. So tell us, September, what will you be doing to call attention to that?
That's right. Absolutely, Alice. Well, September is our month. That's huge for us at the Arkansas Prostate Cancer Foundation, because our goal is this: throughout the entire month is to have people pay attention, hopefully pay attention and focus on what this disease is and how many men and their families are impacted by it, especially here in Arkansas, but across the nation as well. We were talking earlier, and I think it always shocks a lot of people to learn that 1 in 7 men will develop prostate cancer in their lifetime. 1 in 7. That's a stunning number.
Right, that's
and
high.
when you really break it down and start digging deep in the numbers, in the African American community, that's 1 in 3.
Wow.
And so when, I always say I wasn't a math major, but I can count to 7 and I can count to 3. And
absolutely.
You do that over and over, and it shows you just how many men are impacted by this disease, which means what? How many families across the state are impacted.
Right. And all of these men have wives and children, and they're someone's son.
That's right.
And it's something that affects a lot of folks. And there's some numbers on your website. I encourage folks to go to prostatecancer.org, and there's some great information here. And recent figures show that in Arkansas, nearly 2,370 men will receive a new diagnosis of prostate cancer. 320 men, unfortunately, will die.
That's right. That's absolutely right. And the thing that is so shocking to us, even after a couple years with the foundation, I'm still amazed by this, how little people really know about this disease. And one of the things that we always try, this is why September is so important for us. We want men and their families to know that the maddening thing about prostate cancer, and most physicians will tell you, is that it's an asymptomatic disease, which is just a fancy word for saying there's no symptoms associated with it.
Right.
So the only way as a man you're going to know is if you visit your doctor. And so I give you an example, Alice. We have a gentleman who was only 46 or 47 on our board at the Arkansas Prostate Cancer Foundation. He was in magnificent shape. He was a runner like you, great shape, did a couple triathlons. I mean, this guy was in full-on beast mode, right? And he went to his doctor just for a regular checkup, had no idea, and he was not only diagnosed with prostate cancer, but a very aggressive form of it. If he hadn't gone when he did, he's utterly convinced that's what saved his life. So again, asymptomatic means no symptoms. That's why it's so important, men and women out there listening. Talk to your husbands, your sons, your fathers. You need to consult with that doctor on a yearly basis.
And so here I am, as I do often, asking the dumb question. So
no dumb questions.
Does this mean a man specifically has to make an appointment with their doctor and say, please check me for prostate cancer?
Yes, it's really simple in this case. The new recommended guidelines in the overall population are men 45 and up to be checked yearly. In the African American community, that's 40 and up to be checked yearly. Now, we also say that if you have a history of prostate cancer in your family, and by the way, man, please ask about that. Talk to your dad, your grandfathers, and find that out. If you have a history, you may want to consult your physician earlier than those two ages. But you need to talk to your doctor and find out if a prostate cancer screening is right for you. The first step is just a PSA, and all a PSA is a blood test. Got to say that again, fellas. It's just a simple blood test. That's it. They test for a specific antigen in your blood. Again, that's just a fancy word for saying it will give them a score. And we kind of shy away from scores because they range so much on your age, race, ethnicity. But believe you me, your doctor will know and will be able to have a baseline score to work with year to year to year. And Alice, to us as men, we always say, know your PSA like you would know your blood pressure and your cholesterol.
Right. And that's critical because, as you say, Patrick, there are little or no side effects. It doesn't affect how a man feels.
Absolutely.
And so you have to go take that extra step.
You really do. You have to be proactive, especially, you have to be proactive with all potential diseases. And we know that early detection saves lives. With prostate cancer, many physicians will back this up. You have to be extremely diligent and proactive.
Right. And so with the September is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, you have the Blue Ribbon Campaign, and you're reaching out to schools, and you've really grown the number of schools that are participating.
It's incredible. I tell you, we are so proud of what's happening with the Blue Ribbon Campaign. We started last year with 40 schools, and basically we called them up and said, look, September is National Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. You may not know this, but here are the numbers in Arkansas alone that may shock you. And it does. It always shocks people when they hear it. And we said, would you be willing to wear the blue ribbon on helmets for home games during September to help raise awareness about this disease? 40 schools said yes. This year we're up to 91.
That's awesome.
I'm telling you,
that is awesome.
It's just unbelievable. And so what springs from that is more focus and more attention. And what we're beginning to notice is more questions, because the more questions people ask, the better. And what we love to see through this too is with all the colleges and high schools, more and more women. We love this. We're getting calls every day. More and more women say, what do I need to do to talk to my husband or my father or my grandfather about this? So the impact of the blue ribbon on helmets is even spreading to a larger degree than I think we thought in the beginning.
And I think that's important. I think generally men will be less inclined to make that call or make that appointment. Mm-hmm. But when you convey these numbers and the seriousness of this to a wife or a girlfriend or a mom or a daughter, they will make sure that their loved one, the man in their life, will make the call and make the appointment.
It's absolutely true. We had a lady the other day call us and say, because her son goes to a high school that's wearing the blue ribbon. And so she called us and she said, it was really kind of funny because I could just visualize it. She was literally picking up her husband at work and driving him for a PSA test.
Yay,
I'm not letting him out of it.
Well, that's the message to the women out there. Make sure that you check with the man in your life and make sure that he's checked and gets the proper screening, and that's so important.
Absolutely.
So once again, the website is arprostatecancer.org. And so, Patrick, what would you encourage folks to do? Go there? Is there a phone number for them to call? What's the best way for them to be proactive?
Absolutely. You bet. Please reach out and call us at 501-379-8027, 501-379-8027, or visit our website, as Alice said, arprostatecancer.org. And here's a great thing that you can do and be proactive as well. If you don't see your school or schools, plural, that you support on there, please let us know, and we'll get those blue ribbons for them to wear. It costs the schools absolutely nothing. We mail those out, and our goal with 91 is fantastic. We're so grateful. But this time next year, when I'm on here for 2015, our goal is to have every school, college and high school in the state of Arkansas wearing that blue ribbon for National Prostate Cancer Awareness Month.
That would be awesome, because if you're in an elevator and there are 7 folks in there, 7 men, one of them likely could have prostate cancer. African American, if you're in an elevator with 3 men, one of them could likely have it. Those numbers are chilling.
Absolutely
All
right.
Patrick, thank you. Patrick Pressley, the spokesman for the Arkansas Prostate Cancer Foundation. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Alice. Truly appreciate it.
Thank you. arprostatecancer.org. This segment of the program brought to you by the Countertop Store, 9817 Maumelle Boulevard. Give them a call, 888-510-4773.